Hello, everybody. I have the most important thing to complain about. For starters, I'll complain about these damn cones. They don't seem to burn right most of the time. Oh, you fuck. Secondly, I'll complain about the phone. No, but the thing I wanted to complain about was The Walking Dead. Now, I haven't seen this freaking show for the longest time. The Walking Dead. I haven't, I really like season 1. I think it was 6 episodes. It's like 6 episodes. And it's kind of over and done with real quick. It's just engaging, and the tone is right, and Rick wakes up. It's kind of a typical zombie start where Rick wakes up and he's in the hospital and everything has gone to shit, and he didn't see any of it coming. So it's that kind of thing. But Jesus, man, so season 2, I remember it was just long. I don't know how many episodes it was, and it was filler. There was an episode of angle to the show where some little girl had gotten lost. So like, it's one thing if you have like a subplot, where if they were I don't remember anything important happening except for the very last fucking episode of season 2. It's one thing to to be looking for this girl, and then you fucking stumble upon treasure or a cache of guns, or something happens. Something engaging happens in the meantime. But no, nothing engaging at all happens in season 2. It is fucking boring. That whole goddamn season could have been summed up in about 3 episodes. It was long and boring and terrible. And I remember, in some ways, the show did improve after that. The problem is it never really went anywhere. It never really, for a moment it's like, oh, this is kind of interesting. And I can't remember what season it was, 4 or 5, and they end up like going to this town and they meet the governor, and the guy is a great actor and his voice is awesome, and it was just some really good stuff about that season. But in the end, like, it's I remember the last few episodes, I'm like, man, I'm kind of tired of them going back and forth with this governor guy. I kind of just wanted it to get wrapped up, and it would have been perfect. They have a big fight outside the prison or whatever, and if they had just killed him there, it could have been a good wrap up that would leave people content and ready to move forward with whatever story. But no, he gets away. He gets away at the end of the fucking season, and I already felt it was kind of drawn out. It was not the most drawn out thing I've seen on television, but fairly drawn out. Like, I watched the first 5 or 6 seasons pretty religiously, good or bad. Like, even after season 2, I was willing to deal with them, because it was all about my love for season 1. That's how the show tricks you, is they have a good first season that wraps up quickly and doesn't leave you bored and doesn't waste your time. And then all the show does is waste your time. Even when it's good, it doesn't really amount to anything. They don't really know where to go with it. And then towards, I heard how they were just killing off characters left and right. I think they... This dog is losing it. I think if they were going to... feel like if they were going to, I mean, I don't have, I like shows that have risk. I like shows that, where the main character, or, important characters can get wiped out. Because I heard someone say, if it's the kind of show where the main character is going to survive, it doesn't matter what happens to him, you're not sweating it. There's no real risk. But anyway, man, it's just a bad show. And when I heard people talk about watching this fucking show up to the end, and it's just shit, man. I don't know what's entertaining about it. I don't get the appeal. I just don't. It's such a boring, drawn out show. Like I had a similar problem with Sons of Anarchy, where it was just had really good moments, but it just didn't. It would just make you wait forever. Jesus Christ, it would take like the whole season to make to conclude anything. It was just they kind of ran out of ideas with Sons of Anarchy in the same way they ran out of ideas with The Walking Dead, where it's like, you're comparing crime to the apocalypse, and like it's just, how do you end like a zombie thing, or how do you end an apocalyptic thing? It's where are you gonna go with it? Like at a certain point, that it kind of, it's almost like the beginning and the end of the tragedy must be contained within the front and the end of the show. Otherwise, you just go on forever, and you don't. How do you end something like that? So anyway, my point is, Walking Dead is a bad show. Like it, I've said it 100 times now. I really recommend people watch season 1, but it's just sad after that because it starts so good, and you really want more. And in the end, I don't know what they gave us was kind of bunk. It's just too much, and too much filler, too much pointless filler, and terrible writing, and like a lot of shows today, just terrible writing. Anyway, that's my pointless rant on how bad The Walking Dead is.